Just the tip.
What's up, everybody? This is Just Tip Podcast. I'm Levi. We got Tyler, Casey here.
What's up? What's up?
We don't have any guests today, but that's fine. We're going to make up for it with some good content today.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully. We don't want to have the bar too high. But so we can review. Nothing really much happened this past week. Of course,
It's a big sports weekend.
Of course, Tiger won.
Tiger won. NBA playoffs started.
76ers didn't perform very well.
That game really just made me upset.
They shot 32%.
Yeah. No, they were broke from the three.
I mean,
they started
Ben
like
Simmons
16 from the three.
Ben Simmons had 9 points.
And
then he comes out after the game upset that the fans were booing. You scored 9 points in the playoff, buddy.
He did cardio for 2 hours while everybody else played basketball.
That's what I'm saying.
It was terrible. At least he didn't play like
Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid are the only people out there playing. And Joel Embiid was looking at Amir
Jones'
looking
at his phone. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's another thing. I don't think there would have been
Trust
as
the
many
process.
people pissed off if they were winning. If they were winning.
Yeah, no, that's true. And Philly's always been if
Their
you don't
sport, their
perform
fan,
well,
yeah.
they're gonna boo. That's just
Yeah,
how
like
it is.
every sport,
the
The Eagles are the same way.
Phillies. They booed Bryce Harper on his first night. So
Yeah.
Did they really?
they were before he got that. Did he hit a home run his first night or something like
No,
that?
it was the second game.
Second
The
game,
first
okay.
night,
They were
he
booing him. I remember
striked
the
out
first
the
night.
first
Yeah,
two
I know.
at bats.
They were booing him. Yeah.
It's just how Philly is.
Yeah, so it's a big sports weekend. Game of Thrones season 8 premiered last night.
I got some catching up to do.
You-
I really
Yeah,
need to
same
start. I need to start really bad.
If I could get you to do one thing, it'd be watch Game of Thrones.
I really need to. Well, that's right
It's
now.
toxic trait right now is just not watching Game of
Not
Thrones.
watching Game of Thrones. I need to really badly. That's the one thing I would change about myself right now. Not physically.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
Other than
your brand is hot. Your brand, you're doing great.
We are. Is today the 15th? Yeah, we're halfway. We're halfway
Halfway
through
through.
April, and I won't lie.
It's been a good.
First half's been. It's been hot.
It's been
It's
hot.
been hot for me.
Your Twitter's been blowing up, man.
Twitter's blowing up. I had a lot of new followers today. I was under 500 at the beginning of the month.
What are you at now?
Almost 600.
There you go.
So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Wow.
and it's just tweeting this dumb shit. Really.
Yeah. Just whatever comes up to your head. I wish I could think like that. My drafts are hilarious, but I feel like they just would not go over well with everyone else.
I feel like
so I just have a bunch of saved ones just crack me
I
up.
feel like I've already reached. I regard myself as a pretty funny guy.
Right.
Mhm.
From occasion, I can say some funny stuff. But my peak on Twitter stardom came fast and it ended quick in high school.
It was a quick peak.
But it was a nice peak. I was posting some geekish stuff throughout high school, some stuff that was considered to be controversial. I'm Phillips. Nah,
Those were some crazy times.
they were.
I remember I remember I stayed out of that one. I was
Mm-mm.
I posted some controversial stuff in high school on Twitter.
Bruh
too.
poop. How many world wars started as a result of the bruh poop tweet?
Almost started a civil war between volunteer. Bruh poop.
no.
No, I do
I feel
remember.
like out in the Middle East, all these countries that hate America, they say death to the infidels and just hate America. They just have a screenshot of bruh poop somewhere. They're like,
with the aliens.
yeah,
Aliens are on Mars and they're like,
no, we're not going down
Bro.
there. We're not going down
we
there.
gotta wait a few more years.
yeah.
No way.
No,
Yeah.
whenever I first posted that tweet, a girl that I went to high school with, I won't say her name. Well, I'll say her first name just because there's a lot of Hannahs.
Okay,
that
fair
volunteer.
enough.
Right.
So Hannah tweeted. I didn't follow Hannah. I didn't even think that Hannah followed me. I don't think she did. But whenever I tweeted bro poop, just a few minutes after, one of my friends sent it to me and he was like, oh my God, look at this. And she tweeted, didn't tag me in the tweet. She didn't mention me, but she said, Casey Craddock is one of the dumbest human beings alive. I don't know why I didn't unfollow him sooner.
Oh my god. You need to find that, retweet that.
Just went in. I mean, I'm sure it's still up there somewhere.
I think
I will retweet that. That is
think-
the funniest thing
yeah.
I've ever heard in my life.
I was so I was just blown out of my mind
Yeah.
whenever I said bro poop. So that
can't-
tweet
hey,
didn't really hit me until
It didn't count.
hours
It didn't
later.
count.
Yeah,
I remember
but I wasn't gonna delete it.
No.
Who
No.
deletes bro poop?
No. If that's their timeline, that's staying on the timeline.
That's my magnum opus.
yeah.
I had a tweet hit 1,700 likes. I still prefer bro poop over anything
Nice.
else.
Remember your humble beginnings.
Exactly. You gotta remember where you came from.
You
Exactly.
went from bruh poop to like over 1,000 likes.
Yeah.
Like 2 straight tweets.
2 tweets over 1,000 likes in like a week. The come up's real. I glowed up.
I love it. I'm here for
I'm
it.
all here for it.
And the
I
month's
think
not
people
over
that-
yet.
I
I
think
could get
It's
one
not,
more.
you got like
I got 15 more.
Yeah, you
days.
got like 15 more
Uh-huh.
days.
I mean,
I
I
think
think
people-
2 or 3 more.
People that are out here protecting their tweets and are private.
That ain't it.
That ain't it. Especially if you like can't send messages to
Yeah,
them or
I
anything.
would never.
hate that.
Like
I
you
would
can't
never.
retweet them.
I'm trying to send like my friends like direct messages. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
I wouldn't. That could never be me. Just imagine.
I don't care what I say on Twitter. Like, I mean, for the most part, I don't say anything that's going to get me in trouble.
Right.
I used to, but not really anymore. I've gotten a little older. But I still say some stuff on there that,
I like to ride
I know
with
for
people
some
up.
people some people look at my Twitter and just like, what's wrong with this guy? Like,
I'm a man of the people.
yeah, like,
right.
I don't care what you have to say about me. I'm here. I'm going to share my bonkish, like, crazy thoughts,
Yeah.
and they're there for anyone to see. I'm okay with that.
And I'm not trying to bring up any more controversial things, but
Go ahead.
I mean,
That's what this is for.
I didn't really know I had the sauce on Twitter until someone stole one of my tweets.
I saw that.
That's when you know you got
That's
it.
when you know you made it.
That's when you got it right there.
I saw that you had a tweet stolen.
I woke up the next day. I didn't follow her or anything, but do you guys know Brandon Sexton?
Yeah.
Yeah, he like sent it to me, and he was like, "Get the lawyers ready."
You-
I was like, "I got shooters. I'm ready.
Ready.
I'm ready."
I got red shooters.
So yeah, that was when I knew I'd made it.
I remember, like, what was it? I tweeted at one point, like, somebody. It was in high school. We had there's a janitor lady that like was just crazy. Would always walk around the high school and just like vacuum in front of everybody or like sweep in front. You remember her? Just like,
Yeah, she's
yeah,
rude.
yeah,
Very
she's-
rude.
Yeah,
Very rude.
Yeah,
Like,
just a wild
so
wild
rude.
one.
I've never-
Just
I-
wild. She was like,
I
she
feel like
took
really
her.
old.
No,
Not really.
no,
She-
she's probably in her 30s.
She just like looked.
yeah,
hateful.
she's young. She wasn't
Like,
bad. Don't worry.
She's probably like
Yeah,
mid to late 30s, but like really rude. Like,
but no, she would like middle of lunch. She'd just be going through all the pods, just vigorously, just sweeping, just crazy. Like there was
True story.
yeah. So I took a tweet. She at one point, like during the end of our high school careers, at the end of the semester, she had like one of those industrial like vacuum cleaners that you push like a lawnmower. And like I took a picture of her that when she had the broom and like the dustpan, and then I put the upgrade, and then I put the picture of her with that. And like somebody replied to that tweet, and they're like, "Oh my god, I thought about this the other day. You literally stole this." I'm like, how can I steal this from your head? Like, if you have something that's geekage or something that you think is funny, just put it out there.
You gotta
You
send
gotta
it.
put it
Because
out there.
people,
You gotta send it.
people share common thoughts
Right,
about stuff. So if you think something's funny, you gotta put it out there because
Parallel
it's all
thinking.
fair game.
It really is.
Like-
it's cutthroat.
It really
It
is.
really is.
Twitter is a cutthroat place.
Some people just aren't built for Twitter.
No.
They're
and
not.
it shows.
It does show. Some people are just built different. And those are the people that thrive.
Right. Those are the people who have great starts to the month of April.
Exactly. I'm built different.
March
Right,
Madness
cut
is
from a
not
different-
over.
It's not over at all. It just began.
Yeah. But so moving right along, we thought today we were going to talk about just music
Just some-
overall. And I mean, that's a broad topic, but we were just going to, run through just like people that we like, people we don't like.
We just thought we'd have an excuse to put off some hot takes. So
Yeah, we're going to give you all some
that's
hot
what we're
takes
gonna
today.
do with music.
Yeah.
Everybody loves music, so might as well. Everybody got their own opinions. Some
Exactly.
respected, some not. So,
I'm gonna drop some hot takes today, fellas.
are you?
For sure.
Well,
All right.
I guess we'll go ahead and start with first one. Overrated artist,
Overrated. My first one's Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane.
We were talking about it a little bit before we started. I think Gucci is mainly overrated because everyone always gets excited for Gucci Mane projects. Like whenever he drops a tweet, it's like, new album on
New
this
Guwap.
day. Everybody's like so pumped. And like everyone knows it's not going to be like something you're just going to bump.
Yeah.
It's not going to have any
That's
shelf
like a
life.
once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's only going to be like at most 4 or 5 songs on it that are good. Usually just like 1 or 2 that are listenable.
Mhm.
So I think he's a little overrated.
Well,
That's just because he's a clone.
I think he is a clone.
I've seen that theory.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know it was coming up today, but
I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean,
I mean, it's just a little weird that like he lost so much weight, but Meek was
Yeah.
in there and he didn't.
The ice
he
cream
gained.
the ice cream tat on his face before he went to prison, it was on his left cheek, and now it's on his right cheek. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
What else do I need to say?
All right, yeah, overrated
Like-
Gucci Mane.
Like, okay. I mean, I love Guwop. Like, I mean, there's songs
Gucci
that,
Mane's okay, but
Gucci
Gucci Mane's clone is overrated.
yeah,
Overrated.
overrated. If the real Guwop is out there listening, come get your clone and just start making some
Get your
actual
mans.
music.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and send off my overrated artist, Travis Scott. Now, I have been known for a couple years now as a Travis Scott basher / hater. Listen, I have no problems with Travis Scott himself, but I mean he's done very well for himself. Like he's got so much money. He has got a beautiful, beautiful woman in his life. But his music just does not do it for me all the time. I can't lie. I know his old stuff a little bit better in my opinion, than it is now. But
I'll give you that.
I mean, yeah, I'll give you
yeah,
that.
all right.
I love Rodeo.
Rodeo
Yeah,
was
I
a
will
great
forever
album.
love
Right,
Rodeo.
right. Like I cannot take away his bangers from him. Like all of his his hits,
Mhm.
good songs. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's just a trash artist.
Yeah.
I just think he's slightly overrated. I think he relies too much on auto-tune. But I think a lot of artists do, so maybe that's not fair for me to say, but I'm gonna go with Travis Scott as my overrated artist. Just cause.
I don't think Travis Scott's overrated personally, but I think Astro World was definitely overrated.
For sure.
People were saying
for
it was going to be
sure.
album of the year.
No, like I was so hyped for Astroworld. Like,
Mhm.
don't get me wrong, I was lit for when Astroworld came out. Like
It was
I
good.
had been waiting on
Yeah,
that.
and I was willing to listen to it unbiased, knowing that I was a Travis Scott basher.
Right.
It just didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
It didn't do it for me.
There's good songs on
Yeah,
it,
yeah. But so does every album.
but album
I like KOD. I like Daytona too by Pusha T.
Daytona was a really good album.
I listened to that today on Spotify.
I didn't like it because it dissed Drake,
Fair.
and I'm a
Big Drake guy.
known Drake
Known
guy.
Drake guy. Okay.
but-
fair.
I mean, I still gotta appreciate good music
When it comes around.
when it comes
Right.
around, and it was a really good album, really
Okay,
good
fair,
production, of
fair.
course.
Well, for me, overrated, Beyonce.
Queen B.
Beyonce and Ariana Grande both.
I'm there with Ariana Grande.
Okay. Right.
I think she's part of the Illuminati.
So is Beyonce. Beyonce's married to the leader of the Illuminati.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, this dude Tyler was talking about the other day. If aliens were to come to Earth and they say take you to your leader, they're probably going to go to Jay-Z.
I just think that
As far as pop culture goes,
I
he
think-
is literally
I think-
surrounded
I think
everyone.
if there's a Justice League of humans or whatever.
He's Superman.
I was just gonna say that him and Beyonce definitely are the elite among pop culture in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I feel like something's going on.
And especially now Beyonce signed to Adidas. She's just that's just furthering her reign, really.
No,
of
and
pop culture.
the whole thing. I mean, Uzi is known to say some stuff with some satanic or demonic stuff. And I mean, I'm still a 100% Uzi fan, but the fact that the label that he goes to is Rockefeller, is Jay-Z's label.
that was a little weird.
That's kind of weird because
That was
him and
weird.
Lil Uzi are on complete opposite ends of the spectrum as far as rap music goes.
I'd like to see a collab
I
personally.
would love. To
I
see
think
it.
that'd be the hardest thing. in
The gates of
2019.
hell will literally open when Jay-Z and Lil
Yeah, I mean,
Uzi
that's true,
Vert
but
come up with a
That's so
collab
weird.
album.
some Beyonce vocals in the background.
As soon as they just get in the same studio together, we'll feel the
There will
weather
be a vibe.
The weather will change around here.
What is my dog doing?
So
Oh, actually, can we talk about this for a second?
Yeah.
That reminded me. Do you guys remember there was a period of time when Lil Uzi Vert left his Instagram username and password to his fans and
wait, what?
I swear you can look it up. There was a couple days where he gave his Instagram username and password to
he was giving it.
to people.
How did
No,
people
yeah.
Why wouldn't people like that?
People were literally getting on his account and he did
Yeah,
not
and
care.
they were just posting,
He did not care.
they were posting just random stuff on his page. They did not care at all. He was just cool with it. He wanted that to happen. It was 2 or 3 days, wasn't
That's
it?
kinda weird.
Uzi went on his he did a little live thing on Instagram. He was just taking a bath. It was a 15-minute video. I kid you not.
That sounds like some Kodak
No, kid you
stuff.
not. Yeah, it really gave off those type of vibes.
Yeah.
He did not say a word for 15 minutes. It was just him scrubbing himself in the bath. Is that not? I kind of feel worried for him. Drop the album, but come on, man.
I'm kind of no, I
I'm
agree.
worried. I really am. Like,
I mean,
He's a really weird guy.
that's
He
another
is.
thing too.
He's
Like,
a
do
really
you know what's
weird
also like legitimately scary? Like all these conspiracy theories about like Illuminati, mind control, and all this stuff. Kanye West, whenever like all those years when like people say he fell off the wagon, he like had to go to rehab and all this stuff.
Mhm.
What did he go to rehab for? We don't talk about that really. I mean, he says it was like drugs, but like
It's like
all these,
opioids. Was it?
Yeah, no, like-
but
all this weird, like kind of under the radar, no one really talks about stuff happened with Ye. Like, and it was right after him and Jay-Z had a huge falling out too, which I think you
Mhm.
should take that into account because I mean,
yeah, and he was taking
Him-
shots at Jay-Z.
him and Jay-Z were
at the
like
higher
best
up
buddies.
people.
They had like that collab album,
Right.
Watch the Throne, which was a great album.
Yeah, right.
And
Probably the
like-
best collab album
yeah,
of all time.
like
That's, I mean, I would say that's definitely like
it's up there.
for sure.
It's up there. But like
Who do
I'm
you
just
think
saying,
would be
like,
the best?
Collab album, probably Drake and Future.
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I mean, I don't know if that's the best one, but what a time to is that what a time to be alive?
Mhm.
That's a solid.
When that came out,
when it
just-
came,
That's
but
very
thing is, like
solid.
when that came out was when like I was like peak listening to like
Mhm.
Drake and Future.
Yeah.
Like it was great. It was a great time. Sophomore year,
That's a good shout.
good time.
That is a
Yeah.
good shout out.
It was just off the top of the head. I mean, Watch the Throne is great though.
Watch the Throne is really good.
So, talking about artists that you don't think get enough respect or attention, kind of fly under the radar. The underrated artists, who would you all like
I've
to say?
only got one underrated artist off the top of my head, and I've gone with Russ. Love Russ. Always liked him ever since I first started listening to him. Whatever y'all think about that, you can laugh all you want. But Russ is out here putting in the work.
I will say Russ.
All
He
in
is,
his
and
own time.
he's actually a true artist. If you look at like what the definition is to be an artist and everything. No, let me finish.
Okay.
So if you look at the definition of artist, when you're an artist, you make you have a craft, you do something, and you put it out there for everyone to see. But you also don't do it for you don't do it for the clout, you don't do it for the money, and you don't have other people do stuff for you,
Mhm.
like whether it be ghostwriting or people like. Or people like these big label companies.
Mhm.
Russ doesn't have any of that. He literally makes all of his beats on his own, writes all of his music, and he owns his own. Like he owns all of his music.
I will respect Russ for that
Oh, you got
because like I'm just one of those people who like you said, like someone who's
A
That-
driven artist.
that
Yes.
passionate about their craft.
Yeah.
like,
you can't
he's in his
hate
bag.
on
He
that.
stays in his bag.
You can't hate on that
No, you
because
can't.
like I don't really like watching golf that much,
Right.
but
You respect the
you
golfers.
have to respect Tiger Woods
You have to. Yeah,
for
you
literally
have to,
everything. You have to respect.
You have
that.
to watch the Masters and feel good whenever he's when he's walking down 18, 2 strokes ahead.
Yes.
Like, you got it. Like you're like, oh my god, he's about to do it.
As soon as I like saw people posting on Twitter that he was wearing red with the black hat on Sunday, I was like,
Oh yeah.
It's a
It's
wrap.
it's
It's
a
a
wrap.
Game
he
over.
could have been 10 shots back. I was like, yeah, it's over.
When he's wearing that red
Red polo,
like shirt, short sleeve turtleneck shirt.
Championship red.
Yep.
ugly.
So for underrated for me, I'm gonna have to say Lupe Fiasco. And like I didn't really Casey told me that his like last album was like crazy as far as like storytelling, and I'm gonna definitely give that a look. But like his old projects, like what was it? It's like Soul Food and like I can't remember what it's called, but he's got like a boombox. It's an old album, but like Kick Push was on there.
I'm trying to think of that
Yeah.
one album.
Whatever the name of it was, but like he's got great songs that people don't really talk about or people don't like give enough attention to, and he's a great rapper too. Like if you listen to his songs, he doesn't have to use autotune. He never gets off the beat. He
Food
has
and Liquor.
Food and Liquor. Yeah,
Food
that's
and
it.
Liquor.
Great album. If you haven't listened to Food and Liquor, you need to go listen to Food and Liquor. I'm going to give that a shout. Listen to Food and Liquor. Great album. But I have Lupe Fiasco as underrated for me, and I would honestly probably throw in there too. If we're looking at rappers that are underrated, I don't know. I kind of want to say it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, send it. This is him, by the way. This is his quote. I don't know what he's about to say, but I'm ready.
I'm like, I really
I
do
don't
not want
support
to.
it yet.
Yeah, I don't know where I fall yet. You gotta say it first. You gotta say it. You got it.
YG.
Overrated? Or
Underrated.
Okay.
Underrated. I'm
Wow.
indifferent to YG.
Yeah,
I'm indifferent.
I kind of agree with that. I think he's got some great songs. I just don't really. Yeah.
Have you guys heard of this guy named Drake?
Elaborate.
Who?
You talking about Aubrey?
My
Aubrey
underrated.
Graham.
My underrated artist that I have on here is Brent Faiyaz. You guys listen to him?
Never heard of it.
That shows how underrated it is because we
That's what
never.
I'm saying. You might
I
just be
respect
putting
it.
me on.
Let me put you
Wait.
guys on. I put you on to Daniel Caesar.
Wait, what name a song? Does he have a song called "Around Me"?
Yes.
Love that song.
Yes.
Love that
Brent
song.
Faiyaz is
Love
really,
that song.
really good. My favorite song by him is Poison.
Okay.
That's a really good song.
I've
It's
only
like his
heard the
most
one
popular
song.
one.
Yeah.
And then he features on this one song with Gold Link.
Gold Link is fire.
Crew by Gold Link. Oh my, it's really sexy. It's really Brent Faiyaz is just like kind of like that
Vibe.
He's R&B style,
Yeah.
kind of like Daniel Caesar. It's really good.
I'm
Wow.
definitely getting that look.
No, yeah,
for sure.
I only know the one song by him because I remember because it came up on like song radio whenever I was listening to Daniel Caesar. Kid you not.
yeah.
So yeah.
I love Brent Faiyaz. He's really underrated.
Who would you say is the most like? Who would you say is the best R&B artist though of all time?
The king of R&B.
Yeah. Of our
Of
not
all
of all time.
time,
Because
or-
see, I don't want to say of all time because we've only been here for like
Exactly.
a certain number of times, so it's
Like,
unfair
Marvin
for us.
Gaye is probably like
Yeah.
top of all time.
Okay,
But I just
Of our time, let me say that of our time.
our time. Ooh, that's really tough.
R&B.
I mean, I think the easy answer is Usher,
I mean, maybe.
and some people. I mean,
Yeah.
but
I mean, besides, like, if you don't count his personal life, R. Kelly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't count his personal life, you could throw in Chris Brown.
Very true. People seem to
I
overlook
feel
that
like the
one.
R&B artists are really like troubled. Like
Yeah.
R&B artists out here just wild.
Like, if you're singing R&B, you better be making sure
You better dot your I's and cross your T's, my guy.
Or, I mean, you could say Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
you- if
yeah.
I don't
consider
even want
him
to say
an
Frank.
R&B artist.
I don't want to say Frank Ocean is an R&B
I don't want
artist.
to limit him.
I don't
to
even
one
want to say
box.
he's a rapper.
Exactly.
I
That's
just
can't do that.
That's-
He's just an
that's-
artist.
Frank Ocean is an artist,
That's the hard thing about Drake too, because I don't really consider him a rapper.
but
Personally.
he can rap.
But he can rap. I don't really
So can
consider him an
Frank
R&B artist,
But he can
but
get.
he can
It's a,
get in his R&B bag.
right.
I don't really consider him dance hall, but Passion Fruit is a fucking banger.
I love Passion
That is
Fruit.
a bop.
I love
honestly.
that song.
Passion Fruit is such a good song.
I listen to
That's
it. Like,
my favorite song on that album.
yeah.
What was
for
that?
sure.
Off Views?
No,
More Life.
Yeah, More Life.
Ice Melts with Young Thug.
That's a good song.
Come on now.
Passion Fruit just gets me in a good vibe.
What's
mood
that other
every
song?
time.
What's that song off of More Life that has Pimp C in it? Or is that off of Views? I think that might be off of Views.
Yeah, it is on Fuse. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Faithful.
Yes.
That's a really sexy
That
song.
is a
I don't
great
know what my
song.
favorite song on Views is. It might be Controlla.
What's your favorite Drake album?
I'm not. I
Kind of sexy.
Favorite Drake album.
If you're reading this, it's too late.
And I would say a toss up between that. Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same. It was really good.
Nothing was the same when that
Tuscan
came out.
Leather.
Was such a good album. Like what was that? All Me.
Oh man.
When that came out, come on.
From Time.
you know,
like-
everybody our age knew the words to that. song.
Yes,
Oh,
like
for sure.
Everyone knows the words to that song.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
0 to 100.
Easy.
Everybody knew it.
Come on.
Everybody knew it. It was a banger.
I mean, that's all Drake does, really.
He just drops bangers.
Yeah. I mean,
He drops hits.
you put his name like featured, or he can just drop.
You're gonna get-
anything.
you're gonna get
You're
clout.
gonna get clout.
Yeah. And it's crazy to think that he's only dropped like one feature this whole year, and it was like Summer Walker.
yeah, that's true.
She got the first Drake feature of 2019.
He's supposedly about to do a feature with Blueface.
I saw him and J. Cole are supposed to do one too.
Ooh,
That'd be
wild.
too much.
Who are two artists that you have never featured together? It can be any artist, like any genre that have never featured together, or not that you know of, but you want to see.
I still want to hear Justin Bieber and Shawn Mendes.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I think that would be a really good song.
Everybody wants to hear J. Cole and
I mean,
Kendrick,
that would be instant
yeah,
Oh yeah,
top song.
and everyone wants to hear J. Cole and Kendrick too.
Forbidden Fruit was a banger. It was a banger.
I would say, as far as like if you got two artists from two different genres, you had a song with. Let me think. So if you had a song with like, so if you want to have like a rock song, take Juice WRLD because he's like got that punk vibe to his music, and take Juice WRLD.
I'd say Juice WRLD or Post Malone too. I think he could do really good on like a rock type thing.
Juice WRLD, Post Malone, or Juice World and Billy Idol?
Oh, that's pretty good.
I still want to hear like an actual feature of like Elton John on a Young Thug song.
Yes, not just like an
That-
old song that
yeah.
he sampled, but like.
You want him in the booth?
I
Did you
want
see that
him
picture?
in the booth.
Did you see that picture of him in Future? Elton John and Future? Did you not see it? Did you see this?
No.
Did
This
you
is
not?
breaking news.
No,
on the
yeah,
Just a Tip podcast.
Yeah, no, there was a picture circulating around Twitter last week
This
of
is the
like,
content they deserve.
yeah, of Future posing like in a Gucci like jumpsuit next to Elton John, who's wearing like a cheetah print Gucci outfit like jumpsuit, and they're just like looks dripped as crap.
That
And they're
is
just like I'm just saying, if Elton John gets on if he just gets on there and says poop,
Bruh, poop.
if he gets on there and just says bruh
he
poop,
gets bruh poop ad libs.
I am here for that.
Bruh poop.
Bruh, poop.
I've seen Elton John live before too. I saw when he came to Freedom Hall, like what was it, like 3 or 4 years ago?
I thought it was like 2 or 3.
No, it was
it
back when we
longer
were
than
still in
that?
high school. I was a junior in high school when this happened.
Okay, so
Banger! It was a great
years,
concert,
4
by the
years.
way.
wow.
Another good concert I've been to, and this is going right into my guilty pleasures playlist. U2.
That's hard.
As far
I
as
remember
like,
when you went to that.
as
concert.
far as a band that has stood the test of time, I will say that they have stood the test of time. U2 has been a band since 1979.
That's insane.
They have been a band for 40 years.
Shout out
They
to
have
Bono.
never broken up before. They have never like separated. They got on a track with Kendrick Lamar, and it was the like most wild song on that entire album. Like it was so good, but it was so crazy. Just like I gotta keep listening to this. XXX, that song,
Mhm.
crazy.
And they gave Apple users a free album.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that.
100%
I was
free.
so
And
I,
people
I
were
was
like
so
pissed.
confused.
Yeah.
I was like,
people,
what?
people were like
Well,
mad.
I remember because it was on my. I remember it was on my brother's phone, and I was like, "Why do you have a YouTube album?" I was like, I didn't know he listened to YouTube. And he's like, "I didn't buy this because I got it for free."
No, I remember I like freaked out because I thought like I bought it by
I was like,
accident.
"Trevor, why would you do that?"
I was like, I just wasted $13 on this album. My guilty pleasures.
I've got more guilty pleasures, but we
Yeah.
can just take turns saying each.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I've got the 2 easy ones like Justin Bieber and Shawn Mendes.
Yeah.
That goes without saying.
No, I'm going to throw those in there
That's
for
a
me too.
given.
Yeah,
That's
that's
100%.
that's for all of us.
Yeah. I'll put this one out. Billie Eilish. I really liked her last album. She's one of my guilty pleasures. I don't tell
know.
I know who you're going to say
You-
next.
you
It's a female.
Well, I've got 2 besides Biebs and Sean. I've got 2. Alec Benjamin, Bad Baby. You can hate all you want, but they both put out nothing but slappers.
Bad Baby. What was
Bad
like?
Baby's on the up.
What's her most recent song?
Gucci flip flops, probably.
No, Babyface Savage with Tory Lanez.
Oh yeah,
Tory
yeah,
Lanez.
yeah.
That was a hard
I
song.
saw it on like someone's story a few
Yeah.
days ago, and it reminded me that she existed. I kind of forgot for a little while.
Well,
What's crazy to think is like I'm pretty sure she faked that whole thing on Dr. Phil with her mom just so she could get the clout, so she could get the platform and then start rapping.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, credit to her if that's how it works out. I
Yeah.
guess.
Because I mean, you all remember she didn't get famous because of her rap. She got famous
Right.
because she said "Catch Me Outside."
Right.
How
And
about that?
That gave her a platform.
That gave her a
to then
platform.
rap.
Yeah.
Relatively well, in my opinion.
Same with Drake. Drake didn't get first known for his music. He played as that dude on
He was Jimmy.
Degrassi.
He
Yeah,
was Jimmy on Degrassi.
yeah. So all these artists, I'm trying to think. Is there any other artists that like?
I've never watched an episode of
Me
Degrassi in my
either.
life.
Me either.
Are there any other artists that like?
I've watched the clip of Drake getting shot because I thought it was like
Yeah.
funny.
Oh,
I've never
God.
watched the episode.
Wait, was he in a wheelchair in that show?
He was like after he got shot. Like in the
Yeah,
show,
yeah,
he
yeah.
like gets shot and like gets like paralyzed from the waist down, so he's in the wheelchair.
I shouldn't laugh. That's just funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty geeky episode. I'll be honest,
I feel like it's just way too dramatic.
for sure. And that was like what, like 2003?
Yeah, it's like a kid's teens like,
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah.
Like, too much.
And this kid like shoots up at school like that. They were ahead of their time. Honestly,
Well, I mean, I mean,
Columbine. had
Columbine
already
happened in
happened.
'99.
But like, still, that was like.
You know
still,
what
like,
day of the year Columbine happened? 420.
I was just about to say 420.
Do you know whose birthday is also 420?
Kevin Hart.
Is it really?
I don't know. I just made that up.
No. This is gonna blow your mind. Do you know whose birthday is 420?
Pope
Who?
Francis.
Hitler.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
There's
Right.
your fun fact for the day.
Yeah, there you
Light
go.
one up for Adolf.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I
Wow.
have to remember that one in 5 days.
Oh yeah. Are we going to we're gonna go to Fazoli's?
I mean, I'm down as long as I'm not doing anything that day.
That's a bet.
It's always on 420.
Yep.
It's a date.
So people that so we got overrated, underrated.
I've just got this I've just had this on my mind for like overplayed songs.
Old Town Road.
In My Feelings by Drake.
Yeah.
Sorry, Drake. Love you, Drake. That song is played way too much, and it's really not your best work in my opinion.
I don't.
It's groovy, like sure, like people are dancing to it, but
I feel like his best songs are not the ones that blow up.
yeah, that's exactly what I feel.
No,
That's
like,
exactly how I
His
feel
best
about
songs are
Drake.
not the ones that get all the
That's
attention.
Exactly how I feel. And then any song by Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande is automatically overplayed.
Yeah. Anything by Ariana Grande. I think she's like a cult leader.
I don't know
Like
what
her
it is.
fans are like,
It's weird.
Yeah.
it's really weird.
I feel
There's
like-
nothing I mean, okay, I'll give it to her. She has a great voice.
She has a
She
good
can
voice.
sing great.
I think there's better voices.
But there's people. You ever listen to Frank Ocean? Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Shut up, Ariana Grande. There's people out here that are twice as talented as you, and don't say all the bull crap you do on social media either. That's all I'm gonna say
Frank
too.
Ocean doesn't even have social media.
No.
I mean, he has Instagram.
This girl,
He doesn't need
Ariana
it.
Grande, she attacks people. Like if people don't sit there and stan her, she'll say that
Yeah.
they're sexist. Just
Yeah.
like, no, I just don't support garbage artists. Sorry. Yeah, I'll say it.
Hot take.
Yeah,
Hot take. Ariana Grande is a garbage artist.
she garbage. Garbage.
She should-
How'd you play today? Garbage.
Garbage. that
Ah,
Video
shit.
of
Here we
LeBron.
go again.
Ah, shit. Here we
Here we
go
go
again.
it's like self control is playing in the background. He's like, ah, shit. Here we go again. Kyle Lowry in the playoffs.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ah,
I've been
shit.
saying that. I remember I was talking about that like before,
Kyle Lowry,
before
yeah.
the season started. I was like, it doesn't matter how good they do because Kyle Lowry's not going to do well in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Game 1,
Did you see that?
0 points.
Did you see that tweet where it's like Kyle Lowry plays the game of basketball just like Dr. James Naismith intended, which is not a compliment. He's so bad.
So bad.
He is. I mean, he's just Raymond Felton who can like get into Drake shows for free.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
He's just slightly
Do you
better
know what's
buddies
it-
with Drake than
What's more, you know
Raymond
what's,
Felton.
you know what's depressing to think? This dude's getting paid $100 million to be their franchise point guard.
And he's a glorified Raymond Felton. He's overweight.
you can do anything.
Like, I think that might actually be his problem. He's overweight.
Is he fat?
He's
Kyle
kind
Lowry?
of chunky for a point guard in the
For-
NBA.
he-
like,
and he's short.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like 6'1", 6'2".
My favorite Chungus player in the NBA of all time, Big Baby Glenn Davis for the Celtics. That dude was cold. I don't care what you have to say. He kind of went off in the playoffs
I mean,
a few times.
He kind of ate on
He
rebounds,
did.
honestly. If you need a rebound, he could get you one. He's
Yeah.
clean.
Well, we completely digressed from music, but that's okay.
That's fine. It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
I love to see musicians team, and this kind of ties back to what we were just talking about. I love to see musicians team up with like athletes.
Mhm.
I love that.
Victor Oladipo. We can go back to music right here.
Yeah.
Victor Oladipo might be the king of R&B. I didn't even think about
I'm
that
excited
earlier.
for him to drop another album.
Wait,
too.
are you serious?
He's really good.
His R&B album, I kid you not, is like one of the greatest things I've ever heard.
It's called Songs for You. It's so
He has a song called like
sexy.
Connected. It's like the greatest. Like
There's a song out with 2 Chainz.
yeah, like he's
It's got 2 Chainz.
and Connected has Ty Dolla $ign or someone on
Yeah.
there.
You can't have it. You, anytime you have Ty Dolla on
I
your
don't know
song,
if
it's not
Ty
going to be
Dolla.
bad.
I don't know if it's
No.
Ty Dolla.
It's
He's
not
got
gonna be
so
bad.
much.
Like, it's not going to be like top tier, but it's not going to be bad.
It's not going to be
Like,
bad.
you're guaranteed.
There's
it's gonna be
there's
good.
some top tier songs with Ty Dolla.
Oh yeah, for sure. What's that one song with Ty Dolla on Life of Pablo?
Real Friends.
Sexy.
That song,
It's a really good song.
best song
like
of A
Real
Life to
Friends.
Pablo wasn't even like on the original album. It was a bonus track on the was it Saint Pablo? You listen to Saint
It's a really
Pablo.
good song.
You listen to Saint Pablo. You question everything because this dude Ye literally lays out in front of you what all's going on, and you can't even like understand it because it's just like so much is going on behind the scenes in like Hollywood and pop culture.
Oh yeah, he's got
Crazy.
PNB Rock. on the
P&B
song.
Rock, that's it.
Big
Yeah,
Shoulder.
yeah,
Connected
You
with
all think,
PNB.
Great song.
Lights On featuring Tory Lanez.
You all think Damian Lillard's a good rapper?
He's
I
not
think,
bad.
I think he's better than Le'Veon Bell.
I think he's.
Oh, Le'Veon Bell
he's
is
better than Andre-
garbage.
He's better than Andre Drummond
Garbage.
too. I hate Andre Drummond.
Ever since he broke up with Jeanette McCurdy, I'd never thought
Wait, who
good
dated
things about
Andre
Drummond.
Drummond played. He dated
I swear.
Sam.
Yeah. He dated Sam.
Ever since they broke up, I've never had good feelings towards Andre Drummond.
I wonder what
No.
Gibby's doing right now.
There's no telling what
He's
he's
probably-
doing.
His shirt's
probably-
definitely off.
He might have a podcast.
That would be awesome.
I
I would listen to a
love-
Gibby podcast.
Yeah,
Man.
but do you have any?
Final takes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can say what I said before we got on here about Flockavelli.
Go ahead.
I was listening to Flockavelli, the 2010 album by one of the greatest
Trap.
trap artists ever. I would think Waka Flocka Flame.
Right.
Insane. He's just really good. And I listened to the whole thing front to back on the way home from class. And that I told Tyler, I was like, I think that's one of the most consistent albums I've ever heard. I didn't skip a
Is
song.
that the one that's got like the blood on? He's got like blood on him. And,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's like
Okay,
standing like
yes,
this.
100%.
Dude.
It has Grocery Party on there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That whole
It doesn't
song.
miss.
It
No.
doesn't. He had all hits on that thing.
That's fine.
No misses. I
Oh.
really like Flockavelli.
Okay. Another. I mean, he's a big name artist, but I thought "Damn" by Kendrick Lamar. I think that album was like ahead of its time.
Yeah.
almost.
I don't,
Like,
people
that-
didn't really understand it.
That album was so deep, like on an intellectual level, but as far as not just the message, the music, the sound, it's crazy. Some of the songs, like I talk about the song YouTube, great song, but then you got like, what, did he have any other features on there besides YouTube? I don't think he did.
Hit Rihanna on that one song. Loyalty.
Yeah, well, that was a good song. And see, like honestly, like I think the ones that had the bigger artists on there weren't even the best songs on there.
Exactly.
And I love albums like that. Like the songs that are great are the ones that are probably flying under the radar.
Mhm.
And that just kind of shows you the ignorance of like people that are in pop culture, or like not people that are in pop culture, but people that like either like score pop culture, like the people that are on the panel for the Grammys. I think they're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah. for
because
sure.
they base their stuff on popularity
Right.
and not
Yeah.
on the content.
Mhm.
Because there's so many people out here that don't get Grammys that deserve one just because their music is great, and they'll probably never get one because they're not as popular. Because you would rather hear, I don't know,
J. Cole has still never won one.
no, and that's absurd. That really is
J. Cole
absurd when you
never
think
won
about
one.
it. I didn't used to like J. Cole, but I mean, J. Cole is a great rapper.
He's just got to get in his bag. He stays in his bag.
He
but
stays in it.
He
He stays in
He's just got to
Dreamville.
dig a little deeper, I guess. I feel like he wants to win one.
I think
So-
he does.
I think also J.
But
Cole,
all the
like
stops.
his whole Dreamville crew, it's got Boss, JID,
Mhm.
Jid. What's the other one? It's like she's a female. I can't remember what her name is.
He's got Omen in it too.
Yeah,
There's
like I
Omen.
feel like they're all different in how they rap. But they're like he's got a great group of
they
artists.
go together.
Yeah,
Pretty well.
Very well. Yeah.
and I think the same thing with Top Dog.
Yeah, Top Dog. and
Top
Sam.
Dog is great. Schoolboy Q, SZA, Kendrick,
Anderson Paak.
Anderson Paak.
Yeah, that's
What's
too.
that dude's name? Absol.
That's what I was trying to think.
Absol. Absol. I might put Absol in underrated.
Absol.
Absol is great.
Absol's really cool.
I've
Absol.
never even heard.
What's
of
that one
Absol.
song with Absol on the Black Panther album?
I know what
It's
you're
like
talking about.
Muddy Water or Dirty Water or
Yes.
something like that. That song was really good. I don't know what fist bump, but I mean it's pretty good.
It's great.
When a queen tries to get noticed, you got to respect the king with a fist bump.
I like that.
Yep.
So I need to know.
I really don't know if there's anything else to talk about. I mean, I think we covered it a lot. I'm not going to retract my statement saying Ariana Grande is a garbage artist. She's garbage. She will be garbage. And then until she proves me otherwise, she's going to stay garbage. And now I'm not going to sit here and say she's going to always be garbage, but until she puts out content that's content and not just,
What's gonna trend?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's like really what
She tailors her music
on trending on Twitter.
towards her own group of cult following.
Right.
She
I think so,
because
for
an
sure.
artist, a true artist, Russ,
Facts. Okay. Yeah.
a true artist. Listen, no, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like I feel as though a true artist, they're not gonna just target the people that get down to them on a consistent basis because they know that they're following and they're like all their fans are going to get down to whatever. Like there's some people that are just like wishy-washy,
Yeah.
but their central like base of their fans is it's going to stay there.
Mhm.
A true artist is going to branch out and occasionally do something different or get different artists to try to get more fans. And I feel like Ariana Grande has not done that.
I feel like a true artist just makes music to like what they want.
Yeah.
And like they don't make music for the sake of making music. That's the one thing I've really liked about Frank Ocean.
Right.
Because he has said,
Facts.
that's the one
Yeah.
thing, like he's always said, he's not going to make music if he doesn't have a story to tell. That's why he'll only drop an album like every 3 or 4 years.
Right.
If he has a story to tell, he'll make a song about it. If he doesn't have anything to say, he
He's
doesn't
not
get on
just gonna
social.
make something.
He doesn't.
up, like,
No.
He doesn't make a song just so it'll trend. He doesn't
He
get
don't
on
get somebody to
Twitter.
write for him.
Yeah, he doesn't get on Twitter and talk nonsense for no
Right.
reason. If he doesn't have anything to say, he doesn't say it.
I think that's a lesson to be learned.
That's really respectable.
I think that I was literally about to say this. I think when you're an artist, and it can go into complete discographies as far as your songs go, but as an album, you want to have quality over quantity, in my opinion.
I would think so.
Like if you're wanting to look at long-term success as an artist, you want to have quality over quantity. Do you really want to put out a mixtape that's got 28 songs and like only maybe 3 or 4 good songs, or do you want to have a short like Daytona, for example, that only had 8 tracks, but literally every
All
track
good.
was
And they're
great?
all good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like I think that's what you need to focus on. I think
I wish Drake would drop.
if Drake
a
did, if Drake drops a short project, it'll be one of the best short projects of all time.
The shortest project he's dropped was "If You're Reading This Is Too Late."
And that had still like 15 songs, didn't it?
Yeah, it was still like 14 or 15 songs.
Yeah.
And they were all like
Good.
Great.
They were all good songs.
Yeah.
And then he dropped Scorpion that had like 26, 27, maybe like
It's a no from me,
6 or
Chief.
7. were
Wait,
good.
didn't? Yeah, Scorpion was one. Scorpion had 2 sides.
Yeah, it had 2 sides.
Well,
More
More
Life-
Life.
More Life had a lot too.
More Life
because
had
it
a
was a playlist and not an
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
But I mean, it was all
Hey.
songs by him, so I don't understand how that's a playlist.
Yeah. When he said playlist, I thought it was going to be like a collaborative project.
I thought he was like
With,
literally
like, a bunch of albums.
curated a playlist that he was going to share for everyone. I was like, oh my god, this is going to be great! Like
yeah,
we're going to have so much music that we haven't heard before. But I was just like,
but no, it was just mediocre music. Which I mean, there were still good songs on More Life and Scorpion. I liked both the albums.
I thought Views was better of those 3 though.
Yeah. I think it's kind of like If You're Reading This Is Too Late was my favorite, and then since then it's just like kind of went downhill.
We haven't talked about that album. Take Care.
I mean, that's just a given. The
That's a
rest
Take
given.
Care
I mean,
is
that's just
Take Care
It's
is
a classic.
Take Care is God tier as far as Drake's
I mean,
projects.
that's just what we grew up on.
Yeah.
Underground Kings,
Thank Me Later.
Cameras. Cameras gets me in my bag.
Yeah.
Every time I listen to Cameras, I'll think of some girl from like 6th grade.
Yeah.
The one that got away.
I'll look her up on Insta. I'm like, oh man,
Like, man, I really missed.
I should have
Wait,
tried
what's that?
harder.
What's that one song that Drake? I think it was off Take Care. Was it Headlines? Maybe it's like They Know.
Yeah.
Yeah, headline.
Great song.
That was like one of the first songs that I like
Yeah.
intentionally
I think
tried
that's
to
how
learn
most-
every
yeah,
word.
Yeah,
of.
I think that's how most. I'd say that's not an unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
'Cause that's definitely for me too. It was definitely like one of the first rap songs that I knew like every word to.
Yeah. What's that?
I'd say the first rap song I knew like almost word for word, but I could never really rap it was "Look at Me Now," Chris Brown and Busta Rhymes.
Fair. Everybody
Like
tries.
that's a humble
Everybody
beginning.
tries to do
Humble
that.
beginnings.
Right.
That and 6 foot, 7 foot Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
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 Old school Lil Wayne. It's just we don't even have to talk about that.
We didn't even talk about Lil Wayne. That's just because it goes without
It's
saying.
like, yeah.
Lil Wayne, okay.
Anyone
we'll
who
end,
says Lil Wayne is washed,
They obviously don't know anything.
no.
we'll say okay. We'll end today with give your Mount Rushmore of rap artists of today's time. Of today's time, not of all time, but of today's time.
I'm gonna write mine down.
Yeah, I'm giving.
All right. One.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's 4 people.
All
So
right. So 4. So top 4 like right now. So
Yes.
Just like.
Oh man.
That's tough.
If we're talking like today, like how far back does that go?
from now until when you start listening to rap music.
Okay.
Okay, I've got 3. I need one more. Ooh,
Okay.
all right, I'm ready for mine.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
You started.
Oh no, hold on.
You started, Casey. I feel like you already have it.
I got my 4.
All right, go ahead.
First one. It's a given. It's Drake.
Okay.
Drake. Lil Wayne. Kanye. And Young Thug.
That's exactly what my 4 is.
That's my 4.
Young Thug, Drake, Ye, and Wheezy.
I have.
That's my 4.
Yeah.
I go like purely off influence.
Yeah.
And I think those 4 artists are
Okay,
different.
I was going
I
based
mean,
off of
you
like
could put
bangers.
Jay-Z in that. Just
You could put
because
Jay-Z in
of
that.
influence and stuff.
You could-
but
I think because see, I had Future down instead of Ye, but now that I'm thinking about like Future doesn't deserve to be on Mount Rushmore. But maybe he does. As far as like what he's done,
Oh, he's very
Like,
influential.
there's an argument.
as
be
far
made.
as like him being a pioneer and like I would say he's a pioneer in the trap music, but he honestly might be because when like Pluto first came out, like how many other trap projects were there? I mean, there was a few.
Mhm.
You had T.I. and like Young Jeezy. That was it.
Yeah. As soon as he dropped Beast Mode.
He literally went. This dude went from Beast Mode to 56 Nights to
DS2.
DS2, Evol, Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. That,
Like this dude
That
for an
was slept on.
entire like 2 years was doing nothing besides making music. And I will say in Future's case for that like 2 years, he was making a ton of music. So there was a lot of quantity, but it was quality. It was quality
Young
too.
Thug did the same thing. He had 1 year where he dropped 3 projects. He had like Barter 6, Up, and then there was one more project that year. I think it might
do you
have been
think
Slime
so?
Season 2.
What do you think is like not worse, but like least best Young Thug project he's dropped?
I wouldn't know.
I don't know. Like
I would
mean,
say Up. I would say Up.
Okay, yeah.
Just because there's only like a couple songs on there, but like
was that the one with the picture?
Hercules.
Hercules is a classic.
That's a great one.
Is that the picture of like him with
We're
like the
yeah,
globe?
Hercules.
Is that the one with like him in the world?
Yeah, we're talking the world up. I would probably say Up.
F Cancer.
Shout
Oh,
out to Boosie.
shout out to Boosie.
My most underrated Young Thug project, Beautiful Thugger Girl.
I was really about to say that.
Beautiful Thugger
That's a
Girl.
great one.
Personally,
I love that one.
I also
Family
think
Don't Matter.
Jeffrey,
Hard,
great.
very hard.
I cannot emphasize this enough. Great project.
Wycliffe Jean.
Webby,
Kanye West.
Harambe.
That project is great. Floyd
Floyd
Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. Yeah.
That's on it.
And then
Guwap.
what was with them? Which project was that? Slime Season 3, of course.
Yeah. Mhm. I was getting it confused with that.
Mm.
With that song, Barter 7. I mean, Barter 6.
First Young Thug song you heard, what was it?
Best friend.
First Young Thug song I heard, Stoner.
Oh, actually, yeah.
That was
yeah.
the-
It was
I
from
think-
Stoner.
I
It
think that was
I
like-
think mine was Lifestyle. That's not really.
I
Just
feel
him.
like Stoner was like his first hit.
Mhm.
I really do think
Yeah.
that was like probably his first hit.
And then I didn't really get into him until Old English. Old English is a bang.
They had Ferg and
Berg in it.
Old English 800 capsules of Molly.
That song's a banger.
Yeah.
And then like whenever he dropped out, I was like, okay, yeah, I think I need to listen to more Young Thug.
Really?
Really? Probably some nerds.
No way. Who was it?
Well, Matt Rogers said putting in work, boys, and the person below him said, why you boys ever get gay with each other? Just wondering.
Why?
Why do we?
Why not?
Why wouldn't you?
It's 2019.
Love wins.
Love wins. That's fact.
How long ago was that?
That was in 2000.
That was like 4 years ago.
12. It was
that really?
It was still when Obama was president. Whenever same-sex marriage was officially
That
deemed
was
as
a while ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
7 years ago. So
I knew it had to be a long
It's
time
like-
because time just goes.
it was in
by really
April
fast.
of 2012.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Love really does win.
I had the only reason I know that is because I had to write a paper for my
Will.
Always
I had to write a paper for my AP, not for my AP, my poli sci class, talking about like two of the most monumental like Supreme Court cases, and I said that. And what was the other one? I can't remember which one it was. It was Bong Grips for Jesus. There was a school out in California. There was a school out in Colorado. It was like in the early 2000s, and they were like saying like that they could say Bong Grips for Jesus because it's religion, so it's protected. They're like, no, it's not. I just threw that in there.
I thought you were gonna say Brown versus Board of Education.
I was gonna say Plessy Ferguson or something like that, but like,
Okay, fair.
Bong Grips for Jesus is.
I just threw that in there for like my professor to get a good kick out of it.
I like that.
He gave me a 70.
Nice.
It was worth it.
It was
Nice.
totally worth it. All right. Well, I don't know if we have anything else to cover. I mean, covered a lot of music stuff today. I could talk about music forever.
Yeah,
I love
Oh, yeah.
music.
I could talk about Young Thug forever.
Yeah.
Honestly. What would you for a Young Thug Frank Ocean collab?
What?
Would you like a Young Thug Frank Ocean collab? I don't know if I'm ready
I feel like
for
that
it.
would be. Like, I'm just trying to imagine like the lyrics.
I'd had to get some warning.
Yeah,
I had
I would have to
time.
take like maybe 1 to 2 days to prep my body, my
I'd
mind.
have
You
to take a
know.
Viagra before I
Yeah.
listen to it.
I'd have to ask off work.
Yeah.
for sure.
I would have to tell my mom like not to send any texts or calls.
I have to
Mhm.
wear a diaper around the house probably.
I just cut everyone off. For
Yeah.
a week,
I'd go
to be honest.
ghost. I would definitely go
I just cut
ghost.
everybody off.
I'd be LeBron in playoff mode.
Zero dark 30.
Yeah.
I just get off everything.
Fair. All right.
All right. Well, we appreciate everybody for tuning in today. We'll be back next week. Might have a guest, might not. It's just like the rest of the show. We don't know.
It's just in Joel Embiid will play tonight.